So I don't know if you had a chance to already test out the dynamic EA that I uploaded last Friday. If you have, I'd like to hear what you think about it. If you haven't, well, it's okay. And even if you have already, over the weekend, I actually added a little something to it. I did not change the EA at all. That is exactly the same, but I built 3 preset files that are optimized for specific hours. And the hours are 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. And I also have the new PDF file, all of which are links below that you can download. And it'll show you how to install it. The preset files have to go into the preset subdirectory of MT4, and they allow you to instantly move from one configuration to another based on the time frame you trade. So I want to go over this with this video, how that would work. And the concept is really simple and straightforward. If you want to take advantage of the preset files, again, link below, click on it, where it's a zip file, unzip the file, and then install the 3 presets files in your MT4 preset subdirectory. Then afterwards, you can come back here to your trading chart, click on the smiley face to access the menu. Any configurations that you have here will now apply to the overall trading. And if you want to now trade the 1 hour chart, the 4 hour chart, or the daily chart with optimized settings, then all you have to do is click on load. Again, this is after you have installed the presets that I created, and you'll see them right here. Very simple abbreviations: dynamic day 1, dynamic H1, hour 1, dynamic H4, hour 4. Dynamic.set is the default, which is, I'm going to cancel out real quick, which is basically the default settings that you have when you initially installed the DA. And again, if you haven't made a default setting that you can fall back onto, I highly recommend you do that first before you make any changes to the user menu. It's very simple to do that. Simply click on save, type in the name, whatever you want to call it. We called ours in the prior video dynamic. You don't have to even give the extension. When you're done, simply click on save and you're done. It's that simple. So why shouldn't you do it? Now let's get back to the premise of this video, showing you how to load the presets if you want to trade time frames below the 1 hour. So if you want to trade time frames the 1 hour or above up to the daily. And the way to modify it is very simple. Click on load, and let's say you want to trade the 1 hour chart. You click on H1, and here you go. Everything has been changed. The stop loss has been changed. Take profit has changed. Look back period for calculations has changed. Z-score has changed, which is the price deviation from the EMA. If you remember, your ATR has changed. Everything has changed. You click on OK, and you now have new settings that are for the 1 hour chart. So the only thing you have left to do now is make sure that you are on the 1 hour chart. Simply click on the time clock, or if you have the icons on top here, click on the 1 hour. And now you have whole, and right away we get a signal. For the Euro USD, it tells us to go down. In this case, it recalculates automatically. So I want to go in. I just click on confirm, and here we go. At this point in time, I'm actually glad we have this opportunity. You see now what's happening. It automatically, based on the new configurations, keep in mind, because we're on the H1 chart, the hourly chart, it automatically now calculated a order opened It was a sell opportunity. So our profit is automatically set based on the calculations to $1,000. We have a take profit right here at 250, and we have a stop loss of $835. Now you can always adjust those if you like have, for example, in my case, I'm going to adjust it a little bit, only because I see right here we have somewhat of, actually we have, not somewhat, we have a support level right here, as you could tell, and that's exactly where we're sitting with our price. So more than likely this level will not be reached if price continues down, because this is an extensively massive bar here. So I'm going to put this a little up, and it's very simple. Move your pointer until you see it change into a double arrow pointer. Then simply put your left mouse button down and drag it upwards. And I'm going to put it to about right there. So I'm just above the support level. And since this is the first time that I'm doing this, I have to agree that I accept all the terms. I click on OK, and I have to redo this. This is a drawback with MT4. You have to do it a second time all over. So here we go. And we won't be asked anymore. And now I adjusted it. I am now at $843 profit. Because I don't want to wait or go as low to the actual support level. So, and I can do the same for my stop loss. I can drag it down a little bit more. There seems to be a ceiling right around here that's a little stronger right there, as you can tell. Look, it goes all the way up to here. So it's definitely stronger than this one is temporarily, although we are sitting at a good one too. But the chance that it will pull, if it were to reverse beyond this ceiling, is minimal. So we're going to lower it to just below that. And again, same concept. Put the mouse pointer till it changes into a double arrow pointer. Drag it down to where you want it. I'm going to put it just above the highest tick of that resistance level. There you go. And it's automatically adjusted. As you now notice, this is still our take profit because it's based on the original setting. And the way that this works is that as price continues to go into our favor, continues to go down, once it reaches this level right here, it will automatically lock in $210. The stop loss will automatically be moved to our entry point with a little buffer. And the buffer zone for the 1 hour chart is, let's see if I can find this, where this little buffer zone is. We have a little buffer, partial close, breaky here. We have a buffer of 3 pips. Okay, you can increase that to further if you want to, but that's where we're at. So it gives us a little room right here so that we're not stumped out with the first reversal that may occur. And at that point also the trailing stop will activate, and it will now automatically adjust as price continues to move in our direction. Once this partial profit has been taken, you are virtually guaranteed, whatever happens after that, a winning trade. There will be no more loss. Even if the market were to reverse, you stay in your winning trade. And that is the beauty of the dynamic trading strategy and the dynamic EA that accompanies this, that everything is done on the fly, autopilot, automatically. You don't have to guess, you don't have to stipulate, you don't have to calculate, it's there. Last but not least, by the way, the same thing applies if I were to now change time frames and I were to want to load a different value. Again, I just go to load and I can pick up one of the sets pre-configured as well. For argument's sake, I'm not going to save it because I'm in a trade right now. I don't want to mess this up. But for argument's sake, let's say I now want to go trade the 4-hour chart, I just click on the 4-hour set, and as you see, all the numbers got automatically adjusted to something totally bigger. I want to preface here that the larger your time, the longer your time frame, the larger these numbers will become. As you notice, the moving average went from 100 to 150. The original default of stop loss from 50 went to 200. And that is because with the longer time frames, you need larger gaps for retracement and stop loss and take profit and breakouts and so forth. And again, it's all based on the ATR, or the average true range of what is happening in the market based on price movement. So again, be aware of this. Okay, and the same for if I were to go to the daily chart, the numbers will get even larger, but I'll show it to you anyway. So here we have the daily chart. Now we're sitting at a 200 EMA with a 900 take profit and a 400 stop loss, and the maximum slippage even increased from 3 to 4, excuse me. So be aware of all this. These are preset optimized settings for the time frames accordingly, and make sure you adjust your actual time frame on your chart. So I'm going to go back in this case to the 1 hour because that's where we are at. Load it up, and here you see I'm back set to where I was. I click on OK. So now the rest of the currency pairs will all be dynamically analyzed based on the settings that matches the 1 hour trading time frame. One more quick run through this, although I did that a couple videos ago, but just in case you're clear on it. When the symbol is bold, it means you're in an actual position. The position will show what it is and how many lot sizes you're trading in that position. What does it all mean? What's in between here? Volatility is the ATR, average true range, of how much price has been moving back and forth over a given period of time. And we're currently low volatility, meaning the market is somewhat quiet. Extremity Z-score, price extremity Z-score is neutral. What that means is the deviation that you have set in your setup, that price must be removed from the EMA in order to signal a possible entry position. And let's look at this. So at this point in time, our Z-score is set to 1.8. It's, in other words, price needs to be removed 1.8 pips from the 100 EMA in this case in order for a sell opportunity to be even considered, which in this case it was, because immediately it gave us a sell opportunity. So momentum is simply the trend, and right now the trend is down. And again, you can tell that if you leave the ADX indicator, as I already explained in a prior video and showed you how to configure it, you can kind of visually follow along. It's in a good zone, 25-40 zone, but it is curving down, and the 100 EMA is definitely curving down, and the 20 EMA, although we're no longer considering that for a possible entry, it is slowly heading below the 100 EMA as well. So trend is down, and it is minus 2.08. What that really means percentage wise, it's gradual, it's not that strong, it's not that, and that is also because, well, we're having low volatility, and that all adds to it. Then we have the unbalanced volume, which tells us who is in charge, pretty much who is putting on the pressure, are it the buyers or the sellers. And in this case, 34.34% means that the sellers are somewhat in charge. So again, hence the reason we were given a sell opportunity. And I want to make it clear before I end this video. Just because the system tells you you have a sell opportunity or a buy opportunity, don't just immediately click on the button and open that position. Verify first. Verify first. That's why I am so adamant telling you in the prior video that I highly do not suggest, highly recommend you do not set this to autopilot, even though you have the ability, for the simple fact that you want to have a final say in the matter. There is an old saying, leave your money, if you don't control your money, someone else will control it for you. And that's exactly what we have here. If you don't control your trades, the bot will control them for you. But if the bot decides the position is a sell, and it may well be the case at the start, but then something happens in market reverse, and now it ends up in a loss, well, you have yourself to blame. So rather that you understand everything that is going on, and you now have a very clear understanding of what is really happening here in the market, and you can trade on that, and then you decide whether or not you want to enter a position, then that you let the bot make all the decisions for you. So anyhow, that's today's video. So of course I'm going to let this trade go, and we'll see where it ends up, and I'll keep you abreast of it as well. And let's see tomorrow, hopefully I'll put it to a much faster time frame, then we can maybe do some short trades here and there, and you really get to see this EA in action. This is Lode with Black Bear Dog Trading. As always, I am glad that you're here. I appreciate you being here, really. And if my knowledge helps you to become a better trader, even if you don't use my trading method, then I'm achieving something wonderful. Last but not least, I'm not doing this because I'm just the nicest guy on the block. I am a nice guy, but I'm doing this more than anything because I've had more than my fair share of struggles in life. In fact, I have more setbacks and disappointments and hardships than any one person should ever have to bear in one lifetime. But here is something wonderful. Every single time, without fail, whenever I was in my lowest point and I had to absolutely start from zero, I mean literally from total scratch, there was someone who came to my rescue. And believe it or not, in some instances were actual family members, in other instances it was a good friend, and in other instances were total strangers, people I didn't even know, a friend of a friend of a friend, who believed in me because I had nothing to give them for collateral. I had nothing but my word that if they gave me money that I would pay them back. Some people gave me business advice, others gave me legal guidance. I mean, this is why I'm doing this. This is my way of giving back. I'm finally making it in my life. I am finally doing very well on my own through my own hard work and my own commitment. But I'm not forgetting the people that gave me the push to get there, that gave me the step to step on to reach that. So this is my way of saying, here, you don't have to be a struggling trader. Let me show you how it's done. You can do this. Just commit, be disciplined, stay focused. Above all, don't be greedy. I say it time and again, there's plenty of money to be had. Plenty. You don't need to chase after it. Just be patient and things will work out. Above all, learn and apply what you learn. Last but not least, obviously, first test on a demo account until you get the hang of it and you completely understand this. Anyway, that's enough ranting here. Again, that's why I do this, and that's why I'm giving you this completely for free, even though I could easily charge quite a bit of money for this, because clearly my time, my knowledge, resources, including financial resources I put into this to create all this, it doesn't bother me one bit to give you this. In fact, I'm glad to do it, and now you know why. So anyway, I talked enough. I'll see you tomorrow in another video. This is Load with Black Bear Dog Trading signing out. As always, take care of yourself and God bless.